So what is STEMDigital? Well, it's a program for early career researchers, PhD students and postdocs in the STEM disciplines, science, technology, engineering and maths. And it's about social media. So its aim is to get you exploring the potential benefits of social media, the impact of social media tools on your work as a researcher, to get you thinking about your own practice and the wider changes that are impacting on academia. So the aim really is not to sell social media in any way. There's no agenda to get you using as many social tools as possible. Really it's about helping you to think through your use of some of these tools, how much you need to engage with them, how much you can ignore them if you want to, and to come to an informed decision about what you want to do with them. So whether ultimately you decide that you want to adopt all of them or whether you want to avoid the whole thing completely, the aim is to help you to make that decision in as informed a way as possible. So the program has three aims ultimately. Firstly, to introduce you to the kind of social media tools that are available and the principles of using them really efficiently, but also understanding the pitfalls that you might want to avoid. And of course, any of these tools might date, go out of business, be withdrawn, be developed, so you'll always be encountering new tools and wondering how that fits in with your work as a professional. So by exploring a certain set of tools, we are also thinking about what criteria you might want to use for addressing tools in the future and building confidence in just jumping in, having a go and seeing what you think, but in a very informed way. And we'll also be looking at some of the wider issues, because social media is changing academia as a profession. Things like the open access agenda, the impact agenda, altmetrics as a way of measuring how effective and well known a piece of work is. So we'll be having a look at that too. So beyond your individual practice, we'll be looking at the kind of changes that you're fitting in with, the kind of context in which your work is happening. So because I think that to really understand social media, you need to jump in, try it out and experiment with it, the format of the program is a bit unusual. So we'll be running it as a mix of face-to-face workshops and online activities that you'll be participating in. The workshops are a chance for you to meet each other, because it is social networking after all, and also to have a discussion about the principles of using social media effectively, their potential, and also some of the pitfalls to avoid, and to have a discussion about the risks that you might perceive, the concerns that you might have about it, to sort of air those and have a think through, so that then we can move to the second part of the program, which is to get online and start using these tools yourself and see what you think. So the online part of the program is based around this blog, and each week I will post something on the blog which is based around a particular tool that we can use together, some basic instructions for using that tool so you can get going with it, but then a set of things to think about. And the most important part of this is that you participate. So in response to those questions, in response to using that tool, you can interact with the other participants and with me. You can comment on the blog, you can tweet each other, but the main thing is to build the community around the course, to share advice, to share your findings, experiences, questions with each other by using the social media. So participation using the social media tools is really, really important. And because I think I should be modelling good practice and doing the same thing as I'm asking you to do, this entire course is actually built using social media tools. So the website that you're looking at now is just a blog. The video that you're watching is just made with my webcam on my laptop, and I've uploaded it to YouTube. So all of the things that we'll be using are things that you can learn to use yourself, and it's by jumping in, experimenting, testing it out, seeing what you think and making really informed decisions on that basis that you can really start to develop the social media presence that will help you most and that you're most comfortable with.